In this episode, we will explore how to describe the criteria that will be used to judge how successful the assessment task was completed. First, we must recognize that there are various scales of successful completion of tasks. Some may be as simple as a pass or fail, or acceptable or unacceptable. More common scales would include a numerical ratio based on a maximum score possible. This can be marked as a raw score, for example, 7 out of 15 points, or it can be converted into a percentage of a ratio, for example, 47%. Different levels of the score can be equated to various levels of success, including acceptable, very good, or excellent. Often, this is consistently determined for the entire program. One common criteria for judging success is based on the quality of the artifact produced by the learner when completing the assessment task. This could include a paper, a presentation, written responses on a quiz or exam, or various other kinds of artifacts that can be judged. Criteria for judging these artifacts is typically based on the evidence that demonstrates how well the learning has taken place, i.e., how well do the learners understand and can employ the principles from the course. Another common criteria is how long did it take the learner to complete the assessment task? Was it within a reasonable time? What if one learner took twice as long as everyone else in the class to complete an assessment task? Would that show evidence of a different level of achievement of the learning outcome? No matter if there is only one or several criteria that are employed to judge the success of the performance, it is very important that the criteria be documented and clearly communicated to the learners. One last important principle to keep in mind when you design assessments is that it is very important that it be designed so that it can be reviewed and judged for success in a timely manner, so that it can be returned with feedback that will still be meaningful and valuable to the learners. Review the assessment tasks of this module and consider what the criteria of judging the success should be. One final check that you should do at this point is to review the criteria of judging success for your assessment tasks and consider if they are appropriate and make sense to you and the learners. In summary, the 4 principles that you should remember and be able to employ from this presentation are: 1. Not all completions of tasks should be judged as successful. 2. The completion of a task can be judged using various criteria that will help determine the level of success. And 3. The quality of the artifact produced through the completion of a task and how long it took the learner to complete that task are common criteria for judging success. And finally, giving timely feedback to the learners on how successful their work was judged is very important to help learners find the assessment valuable.